Business School Books, Volume 1, The Principles of Sound Business. Written by Akdeniz. Narrated by David Willams. Introduction. Companies really need to think about their principles. They need to do this for themselves, as opposed to simply reproducing existing codes, simply taking principles off the proverbial shelf and applying those to their structures. There are a number of ways to do this. One is through open dialogue. You can also collaborate with all relevant stakeholders, ensuring that you come up with the best possible principles that can move your business forward. Whatever way you choose to approach this, know that the development of sound business principles is as important, if not more so, than even your business plan. These principles can also take on a number of forms. They can be high-level statements of principle, laying out for your company the roadmap to its advancement. Business principles can also be statements of policy, indicating how you intend to do business, more than what you intend to do with your business. Still, some of these are a combination of separate documents, ones that indicate policy, systems of management, implementation, as well as monitoring procedures for your business. Your business should make economic sense. You should bear this in mind when you set about defining your principles. You, as a company, should take a few mitigating things into account. Legislation is one such consideration. Reputation indicators and social expectations are other things that are important points of consideration. Bottom-line benefits, risk management, strategic advantages, and also product and corporate image are all things that need to be considered too. With these in mind, you can go about developing sound principles of business, ones that will stand you in very good stead for the advancement of your entity. Let us just define business principles exactly before we go on to lay out what these principles actually are. The principles that are contained in this book are not the be-all and end-all of business principles either, but they are a useful guideline towards the development of your own. You can use these as benchmarks in the process of outlining your own principles, ensuring that these are sound and within reason. You certainly do not want to hold yourself and your business to such a high standard that the daily operation of your company suffers as you try to meet your own high expectations. What you should do instead is to set about a process of evolution, one where you grow with your principles, and as your business reaches new and greater heights, you can advance your principles to meet you where you are at and any time in your business's life cycle. Now for a brief definition of business principles. Chapter 1. A definition of business principles. A company operates within a much defined, very specific set of circumstances. Because of this, the principles and policies of said company are best developed by the company itself. The implementation of these principles and policies are, therefore, also best handled by the individual company itself. Business principles offer companies a very specific set of advantages, too. Cultural diversity is bridged, and the company has the flexibility to offer tailor-made solutions to the various circumstances that present themselves in the running of the business. Sound business principles take into account the various different conditions faced by your individual company, especially if yours is an international concern. Sound business principles are also attuned to the varying needs and circumstances of your company. They take into account, among other things, your history, your culture, where you operate in the world, the size of your business, as well as the sector within which you operate. The processes for the expression of these principles should therefore be based on your company's.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?